In 1957, the CCP began to implement the Laojiao System, meaning re-education through labor and administrative punishment, outside of the criminal law, that allows public security departments to directly restrict a person's freedom without going through a court trial. The Laojiao System was slowly built up in a series of political movements. After the CCP usurped power on the mainland, on January 10, 1956, the CCP issued the Instruction on the Immediate Preparation of Re-Education through Labor Institutions in all provinces and cities, which called for the gathering together of counter-revolutionaries, bad elements, and politically unsuitable people who had not received enough criminal sentences to be retained in the anti-revolutionary purges, and sending them to a fixed place to be subjected to forced labor. For the purpose of political and ideological reform, the CCP then issued a document expanding the scope of those subject to re-education through labor, stating that immediate family members of those killed, imprisoned, or fought over during the land reforms, counter-revolutionary rebellions, and socialist transformations could also be sent for re-education through labor. Re-education through labor imposes total confinement and mandatory labor on the detainee. They are exactly the same in terms of coercion and severity as court-ordered prisoners serving prison sentences, just with different names. As for the procedure, re-education through labor does not need to go through a court hearing. The administrative organs of the CCP can decide directly, and there is no defense by lawyers. Laojiao is actually illegal detention, the CCP's rule of man, because it was not subject to legal procedures. The practice of labor re-education was highly arbitrary. Torture and excessive labor became the norm for re-education through labor detainees. Prior to 1979, there was no clear limit on the length of re-education through labor, with the longest period of re-education through labor lasting up to 20 years. In 1979, the CCP set the maximum length of Laojiao at 4 years. The Laojiao system was abolished in December 2013, and the CCP did not release official figures, but private estimates of the total number of people re-educated through labor during the 56 years that the system was in place were upwards of 10 million.